Oprah Winfrey, did you hear this? She announced that she has found her half-sister who was given up for adoption as a child. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And then, so that no one felt left out, Oprah gave everyone in the audience their own half-sister. Did you see that part? That was exciting. Look under your seats. There's one. Come on.
Hey, you look kind of like my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, very funny. Tonight, Oprah's secret sister. The talk show queen calls it the miracle of all miracles. Listen to this from the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Just before Thanksgiving, I was given some news that literally shook me to my core. A bombshell family secret that left me speechless.
For more than 40 years, Oprah has had a half-sister she knew absolutely nothing about. Oprah was 9 and living with her dad when her mom secretly gave birth to sister Patricia and sent her to live in a foster home. Patricia was adopted when she was 9 and now has 2 kids of her own. Now, these sisters had a tearful family reunion this Thanksgiving. Take a look at this from the Oprah Winfrey Show. Amazing.
That's cute. How are you? Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Oh my God. You look just like Pat.
Can you imagine, not only are you meeting your long-lost half-sister, but you're meeting superstar Oprah? Oprah says she was so touched that her sister, who knew that she was related to Oprah Winfrey since 2007, never sold her story to the tabloids. Listen to this from OWN.
What is so extraordinary about Patricia and Andre and Aquarius is that they have known this secret since 2007. She never once thought to go to the press. She never once thought to sell this story. She never once.
It's family business, and family business needs to be handled by family.
Oprah with tears in her eyes the whole time. The show brought in Oprah's highest ratings in almost 6 years, straight out to entertainment journalist Jawn Murray. John, this is extraordinary. What are your thoughts on this sort of merger of a very, very, deep family secret and the most public forum possible, Oprah Winfrey?
I mean, it was unbelievable. I had got tipped off about this story over the weekend, Jane, and actually broke it on AOL Black Voices an hour before Oprah disclosed it at 9 a.m. Central Time in Chicago. And, you know, we're jaded by these type of stories because, you know, people like Maury Povich make fun of them so much. But the fact that Oprah had a family secret, took control of it, and introduced her sister to the audience itself, it was mind-blowing. And a lot of people are saying she did it for ratings. I don't believe it, because if it was really about ratings, she would have waited till February and done it for sweet.
That's funny. You're right. A lot of people are saying she did it for ratings. She didn't create this half-sister, and she's a genius. She takes situations and she makes them work for her. Even if she did consider ratings in the equation, I don't blame her for it. She did create the situation, so let her take it. Let her make it work for her instead of against her. Oprah and her mother have had a very, very, notoriously rocky relationship, but Oprah's friend Gayle King tells ABC the talk show host now understands her mom and has forgiven her for doing this. She says Oprah encouraged her mom, let go of the shame you feel over giving up this baby. I gotta say, Paul Hochmeyer, family therapist, could this toxic secret Oprah's mother was keeping have actually led Oprah to become the talk show host she is today? There's pop psychology, John Bradshaw, Family Secrets. He says a child subconsciously knows if their parent is keeping a toxic secret and acts it out in some way. Could Oprah have been drawn to this profession of getting everybody to open up and spill their guts because subconsciously she wanted to pull the truth out of people because she suspected her mother was hiding something?
Absolutely, and I think that we're talking about the right issue, which is family secrets. And we know in the business that families are as sick as their secrets. So yes. I think that here, what we have is a situation where families, you know, when we come into this world, we form our identities in relationship to our families, and in particular, our mothers. Now, there's a healthy way of being, which is where families and relationships with our mothers are open and honest, and then there's unhealthy relationships where they're full of lies and shame and secrecy. And I think what we have here is a situation where Oprah has done a magnificent job over the years of getting past that shame and getting past that secrecy and finding a voice in the world and finding the capacity to heal, and heal not just herself, but millions and millions of other people.
Yeah, that sounds great, but here's my big issue tonight. Is Oprah going to have a delayed reaction? Right now, Oprah's euphoric. She's saying this is the miracle of all miracles. Listen to this from the Oprah Winfrey Show.
My sister Patricia is here. Come on out, Patricia.
Now, Joy Bing Fleming, you found your birth mother after 35 years. I'm suspecting Oprah might get angry at Mom after the shock wears off and the reality that her mom lied to her for her entire life sets in. Joy?
Yes, I can relate to the Oprah story and definitely to her half-sister. I did find my birth mother after 35 years, and I found her this past July 2010, and she was over 2,000 miles away, and I showed up at her door not knowing if she was going to slam the door in my face or if she wanted anything to do with me. And it was one of the scariest things I did, but it turned out to be an amazing event, and it did fill a void in my life and made me feel more
anger.
complete.
We're going to talk about anger next. Stay with us.
Every family has some secrets. Some will be aired and some will not. There's nothing to be shameful about. I've said to myself, she might have given that child away where she could keep Oprah. We don't know. I don't know.
And that is Oprah's dad. Tonight, meet Oprah's secret sister, the talk show phenomenon. Met her long-lost half-sister Patricia this Thanksgiving. Patricia knew for several years she was related to the Queen of Daytime, but Oprah's mom denied it, and denied it for years. Finally, Oprah confronts her mother, and she admits it. I believe, Paul Meyer, you're the family therapist. There's going to be some anger welling up once the shock and the joy of all this wears off and the reality sets in. Oprah's mom lied to her all her life.
Absolutely right. I think once we receive a bit of shocking news, our psyche doesn't really have the capacity to take it in. So initially there's joy and jubilation, but after a while, other emotions start to come in, and those emotions are anger, those emotions are resentment. And I think that there's going to have to be some work that needs to be done between Oprah and her mother. But this is not new. I mean, if you look at the history of their relationship, it's constantly been mired in this sort of a thing. So
no,
again,
this is the big kahuna. I mean, this is not, oh, you didn't take out the garbage. This is you lied to me by omission my entire life and never told me I had a half-sister. This is a big deal. Now,
this is a very big deal, absolutely.
Oprah tells her best friend, Gayle King, she has invited her sister Patricia into her home. Oprah says, quote, I had her to dinner at my house the night before we taped the show. There were conversations about Patricia's family and how I can be helpful. John Murray, Forbes magazine, says Oprah is worth $2.4 billion. So on Patricia's side, could money and fame become an issue? Could Patricia feel, hey, I ended up going to foster care. I deserve some of Oprah's cash. I was cheated. Look how successful my half-sister is. I could have been like her if I'd only been given the chance.
Well, I think the thing Oprah really likes about Patricia, Jane, is that she is not money hungry. Because if she was money hungry, she would have sold her story to the tabloids and went to the media a long time ago. We've seen it with stars like Whoopi Goldberg and LeBron James. People said that they were related to them, and they went to the media first. So I believe that Oprah will probably take care of her so that Patricia and her children's loyalty never wanes, that they never get tempted by the carrots being dangled their way. But Patricia not talking to the media, it really speaks to her integrity, and it's very admirable, particularly in this climate.
Dawn, Kansas, your question or man?
Hello?
Hi, Dawn. Your question or thought?
Okay. When I watched this yesterday on television, I just got an eerie feeling. First of all, my heart goes out to the whole family, and I keep, I understand you know, it's a shock for Oprah as well. And I'm sure there's going to be some kind of delayed reaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because that secret was kept so long. But I'm also, my heart goes out to that young lady as well, because I myself personally was in a foster home. And when you go through something like that, that's a spirit of
right, ma'am.
abandonment.
Foster homes are hell. There will be fallout.